Once upon a time, there was a great guru who had many disciples. Among his disciples, there were two who were especially close to him. These two disciples were eager to learn as much as they could from their guru and often spent time with him, discussing spiritual matters and practicing meditation. One day, the guru called the two disciples to him and said, "I have an important lesson to teach you. For the next 3 days, I want you to observe silence." The two disciples were surprised and a bit confused by his request. They had never heard of such an exercise before and didn't understand why the Guru would ask them to do this. However, they trusted their Guru and agreed to follow his instructions. The first day of the silence was quite challenging for the disciples. They found it difficult to communicate with each other and carry out their daily tasks. However, as they continued with the silence, they began to notice the world around them in a different way. They started to observe things they had never noticed before, such as the sound of birds chirping or the rustling of leaves in the wind. On the second day of the silence, the disciples began to feel a sense of peace and stillness within themselves. They felt that their minds were becoming clearer and more focused, and that they were able to concentrate better on their studies and meditation. By the third day, the disciples had fully embraced the silence and were able to communicate without words. They began to understand the power of silence and how it can help us to become more aware of our thoughts and feelings. They also learned that silence can help us to connect with the world around us in a deeper and more meaningful way. When the 3 days were up, the Guru asked the disciples what they had learned from the experience. The first disciple said that he had learned the importance of stillness and how it can help us to focus our minds. The second disciple said that he had learned that silence can help us to connect with the world in a deeper way and to appreciate the beauty of our surroundings. The Guru smiled and said, "Both of you have learned important lessons from this exercise. Remember that silence is not just the absence of noise, but it is also a way to connect with the world around us and to find peace within ourselves." The two disciples were grateful for the lesson they had learned and continued to practice silence in their daily lives. They realized that the Guru had given them a great gift by teaching them the power of silence, and they were determined to use this knowledge to improve themselves and the world around them. The moral of this story is that silence is a powerful tool for self-awareness and mindfulness. By embracing silence, we can learn to connect with ourselves and the world around us in a deeper and more meaningful way. We can find peace and stillness within ourselves, which can help us to focus our minds and improve our ability to concentrate. Additionally, silence can help us to appreciate the beauty of our surroundings and to become more aware of the subtle details of the world that we may not have noticed before.